Hi, everyone. Welcome to our live virtual dog adoption event tonight. We are excited to come and be able to show you some of our adoptable animals, specifically our dogs. Um, we love to do our virtual events because it lets people see the animals in the homes, in their foster homes, and see how comfortable they are there, and learn a little bit more about their personalities direct from their foster. So, if you are not familiar with our organization, City Dogs and City Kitties Rescue has been around for about 12 years now, and we focus on supporting animals from rural rescues and shelters. So, specifically, we tend to work with our partners in West Virginia, Southwest Virginia, and North Carolina. We do take dogs and cats from Puerto Rico occasionally, as well as some local pulls so that we can support our local community um, with the challenges we're dealing with here in the DMV. So, tonight we're going to look at and meet some of our adoptable dogs. Um, for any further information on these animals, you can look at our website. It's really easy. It's citydogsrescuedc.org. Um, we'll put links in the chat so that you can see them directly to their profiles as well. But if you have any issues, don't fear. You can go over to the website and look under adoptable dogs and be able to find the animal that you're maybe interested in. So, uh, without further ado, we are going to start this evening by meeting Bernie. Bernie is being fostered by Logan, and Bernie is a male beagle mix. He's estimated to be about 6 years old and 3 months, about 28 pounds. And hi, how's Bernie doing tonight?
Hey, this is Bernie in his third chair, and he's been with us for about 3 weeks, and he has been an exceptionally good boy. He is house trained. We have had no accidents with us or with his previous fosters, from what we know. He asks to go out, and
Love that.
he loves going for walks in the neighborhood and smelling the smells. He's a hound after all.
Mhm.
Yes, when he knows the harness, when we get the harness out, his eyes light up and he does this like little dance with his paws.
Oh,
Boy. Um,
yeah. Tell us a little bit about what his days look like. How does he like to spend his day?
Pretty much like this.
Yeah.
In between the walks. But he is a curious boy. He likes to follow us around the house whenever we go. Especially in the first couple of days, he likes to check things out, what we are doing. He loves the kitchen. He needs to check the bags for different smells.
Yes.
He's a very curious buddy. Um, he loves belly rubs. So he has learned to actually ask for more belly rubs, so you have to be prepared for that, especially in the morning. He really enjoys that.
He's a smart boy. He knows how to get what he wants.
He is very smart and treat motivated, which makes him pretty trainable. He is also very easy to walk despite being a hound and a beagle. He is not as stubborn, so you can really
Mhm.
enjoy a nice stroll with him without being dragged around. Yep. And he is very adjustable. He loves humans and dogs, and it is reciprocal. He has melted the hearts of some of the pickiest dogs in the neighborhood. With a few tail wags, they accept him. So,
I love it.
he'll be a good little doggy friend if you have one in the house. He has melted the hearts of most of our neighbors, all our neighbors. We take him to the train station in the morning, and he, entertains everybody there and gets them off to a good day. His ears are amazing, very, very huggable. Um, and um, we have not tested him with kids, but he has been okay around kids in public places. Cats are unknown. He is a little bit too interested in the cats on the walks, but then again, there are there are different cats that can handle him probably. Bernie loves cheese and dairy in general. So if you want to make this boy happy, be ready with some ricotta or mozzarella. He really admires that. That said, he is absolutely perfectly happy with a piece of cauliflower for a treat. So there you go. And for those who love to go outside and to hike, he is doing great in the car. We have not taken him for long walks because he cannot do it right now, but he loves being outside and outdoors.
He
Oh
sounds like a wonderful companion.
yes, today it looks like Bernie might be an artist.
Mm.
He howls to the sound of the fire trucks and like hits it perfectly. So
Oh my gosh.
it has to be confirmed. It happened today for the first time, but yes, there you
A musical man,
go. Yes,
an artistic man.
yes.
Pardon me. That's my dogs. Well, thank you so much for sharing Barney with us. I apologize. One second. Sorry, this is living in a house full of dogs that are very mouthy and talkative when the doorbell rings. So, Bernie, you seem like a perfect companion. Seems like a guy that I'd want to spend my date with. And sounds like he's going to be flexible at whatever kind of home he can go to. So, thank you so much, Bernie. And thank you for staying within frame, Bernie. It's really nice to just see your mellow little face there with those ears. So thank you for fostering. And if anybody's interested, if you think Bernie could be the right fit for your family, please go to our website and learn more about him. And you can also find him more quickly at a link that says cdck.cc/Bernie. That's his personal handle to get into his profile. Thank you so much. And I apologize for the chaos at my house. All right, next up, we have Angel, who's being fostered by Claire. Is Angel here? Angel might not have made it tonight. I know the foster's having a tough week, so we're going to move past. Maybe they'll be able to join us later. Next up, let's go to Augie. Augie is with Megan right now. Hey, Megan, how's Augie doing
Hi.
tonight?
He's very chill. I think you guys can see him okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I've been trying to rouse him, but this is his like nap time. Like he's had his dinner and he's had lots of playtime, so it's just his chill time. Yeah, he's doing
Yeah.
great.
Great. So tell me a little bit about Augie. What's Augie like?
Augie is a 7-year-old beagle mix, some sort of hound mix. He sort of has a pity face, but he has the personality of a beagle and hound. He'll eat anything that you want or that he wants. But he just wants to be with people. He's pretty content to do whatever you want to do. He's cool in the car. He likes to go on walks. He will play fetch. He likes to be outside, but he mostly just wants to be at your side and with you. So this is probably his most content.
Well, this is very content. This is a guy I'd like to hang out with.
Yeah.
What about Augie do you like most?
He's a really sweet dog. Our other dog is very aloof, and so Augie kind of fits the bill of like a very sweet, lovable dog that wants to like. He's normally like climbing up in your lap. He wants to be like he'll sit in your lap like in a chair like he thinks he's a lap dog or a cat. He likes to like lay on the
Oh,
back of the couch. He's just goofy and kind of funny. He's a hound dog, so he'll like you can get into howling battles with him, which is always fun. And he's just like everybody loves this dog. Like anywhere we take him, he's just a really sweet dog. Like he'll like pull into a puddle at your feet and he just wants belly rubs and he's really happy as long as he's with somebody. So he's a sweet boy.
way. And what are his energy levels like throughout the day? Does he need many walks?
Yeah, I mean, so we live in the suburbs. We have a fenced in backyard and then we have a nice neighborhood we can take him for walks. So he probably would do fine with either, especially given his age. But he will run, or he's fairly adaptable. Like, we lived in the city, we definitely like spent a lot more time getting his walks out because we didn't have the backyard. But since we've moved out here, and he can like run laps around the backyard, and then, if we're doing like one walk a day, he's very content. So I think probably just his age, and also he's just a pretty adaptable boy.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
And what kind of home? I know that Augie has some specifics that he needs in a home to keep him happy. What are we looking for?
He'd probably do great in a house without small children and without cats.
Okay.
Dogs, probably with like a good proper introduction, he might do well. But he just is a real people's person, or people's dog, I should say. He just really likes people. So that probably would give him the best success.
Okay. So we're looking at a home where people can give him a walk or two a day, but it doesn't have to be high energy, running kind of dog.
No, yeah, I really think he's the type of dog that seems to mold with what his owners need. And like I say, as long as he just gets ample time with his person, and some exercise, he does really well.
Yeah.
He's a good boy.
Okay. So no kids.
Moved.
We can't stress him out. No kids for you, Augie. No cats. And just as someone who's going to make you the center of their world.
Yeah, I mean, that's his ideal.
Yeah.
Being in a house, we have a 3-year-old. So he definitely, unfortunately, doesn't get the attention he used to get, which, is a bummer for him.
Yeah.
But when he gets time with us, and, after everybody's in bed and he gets his one-on-one time, he just couldn't be happier.
Okay, wonderful. Well, thank you so much for taking care of him.
Yeah,
and
of course.
him.
Yep.
And we hope the right home will come together soon for him.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Megan.
Yep.
Again, Augie is about 7 years old, approximately 50 pounds. And you can find more info about him by going to cdck.cc/Augie. That's AUGIE. What a good boy. All right, next up tonight we have Axel. And Axel is being fostered by Emily. Oh, hey.
Hi.
How's it going?
How are you?
Good. Look at that face.
Yes, this is Axel. He is
Mhm.
a 3-year-old American Bulldog mix, we think.
Mhm.
And he is just the sweetest guy. This is what he does most of the time. He just wants to sit with you, sit on top of you, hang out with his humans. And we've seen him really kind of settle into the home. When we got him, he was definitely very anxious. It took him a few days to settle in, but he's like a totally new dog now.
How long have you had him with you?
We've had him for almost 3 months.
Yeah.
Okay. And so you got settled in. That's totally normal. You need a little decompression time. Tell me a little bit about his personality.
He's very goofy. He is super sweet and cuddly and also just very silly. Like, a lot of his habits are just, he sits in strange positions and he's very clumsy, which is always fun to see. He's very food motivated. He doesn't know a lot of like tricks and commands, but the few he does know, he's very good at, and is always down for any sort of treat. When we bring him outside, he loves his walks, but they're definitely more like enrichment oriented. He just wants to sniff. He doesn't really care about the exercise that much.
Okay.
But he's a great walker. He's nice and slow, does not pull on the leash, and really just likes to be outside for, like I said, enrichment.
Enrichment. So he's a sniffer. He likes to use his nose. This is prime sniffing season, I always say.
Oh God, he loves it outside right now.
Yeah, the spring will do that. So, is there anything else that you'd like to share with us about Axel? I mean, what does his day look like? What kind of home do you think he'd do well in?
I think so his days usually consist of a lot of this, just kind of hanging out while we work from home. He's, like I said, he doesn't need a ton of exercise and he doesn't need to be super stimulated all the time. So he's totally fine just kind of lounging around the house. He's really good in his crate at night. He's totally crate trained. So I think he would do totally fine in like a city apartment or in the suburbs. We don't know anything about like him with kids or anything like that. So I would probably say and a household with mostly adults, maybe somebody that either works from home or is hybrid, just because he does love to be around his humans so much. And just like I said, he's a pretty low-key guy, so I think he'd be fairly adaptable to different environments.
Fantastic. I just love his coloring. I
And
mean, you
his
just
little
don't see that every
spot in his
day.
ear.
Yeah, he's like very, very unique.
Yeah.
They
Get
call
a
it,
lot of compliments on him on walks.
oh, as you should. All right. Well, do you have any, often our adopters want to know about, and I think you've hit on this, but just to clarify, like the exercise needs, about how many walks per day and about how long tend to keep Axel to be a happy
So
boy.
we take 4 short walks a day. I think that could be totally adjusted. He has, never had an accident in the house, is really good about waiting until we take him on a walk. But I would say like 4 15-minute walks a day.
Okay.
So kind of a long loop around a few blocks and a pretty slow pace. Nothing crazy.
That's fantastic,
Yeah.
especially for a 3-year-old male.
Yeah.
Good job, Axel. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us. I feel like we've got a lot of good information about finding the right home for you, Axel. I can imagine his goofy antics.
He is. He's very silly.
The face tells me everything I need to know. So, all right. Axel, if you're interested in meeting Axel, you will submit an application through our website. You can get there and learn more about Axel by going to cdck.cc/adopt Axel. And again, he's an American Bulldog mix, 3 years old, and about 58.5 pounds, and really just a good snuggler, just good at hanging out from what I can tell. All right, next up, we have Cardi. And I'm so excited to meet Cardi. I was able to give Cardi some preventatives today, but I didn't get to meet her in person. Cardi, are you with us? All right, well, we will pop back over to Cardi here. I see that they're in the group, but maybe are otherwise indisposed. So next up, then we will pop over to Dexter. Dexter, are you there? Wow, 2 for 2 over here. All right, how about Hank? Hank, are you there?
Thanks, here.
Hallelujah. I was getting worried that something was going bad on my end there for a minute.
No,
Hey, how's it
this is
going, man?
Hank. He's just having a great night right now, doing his favorite thing, relaxing.
Great. Hank is am I right to say he's a male boxer mix? That's what we guess. Of course, it's always just a guess.
Yeah.
Um, about 1 year old and 53 pounds. Can you tell us a little bit about Hank? What's Hank like?
Yeah. Hank is very chill, obviously. I'm gonna try to get him to move food motivated, as we can tell. Um, he's really sweet. He's a really goofy boy. He loves going on his walks and he's good on leash. He likes to take a lot of time to sniff everything, a sniffari as they call it.
Mm,
Um, he loves sunbathing on the porch, especially now that it's getting really nice out. And he's also really smart. He's learned a lot of commands really quickly. He probably, I think if I try to do them, he won't do them on camera, of course.
give it a try. Give it a try.
That's it. No, now that he's down, but he can
It's hard
do
to sit
paw,
with you down.
paw. Yeah, we
Yes.
got a paw. He also knows kiss, sort of. Some kiss. There you go.
Yeah.
He can do, we're working on weight. He's pretty good with it most of the time. He knows high five when he's standing. And when he wants something, he'll give you a cute little gentle paw, which is adorable too.
Adorable. So tell me what Hank's like. You say he's goofy. He knows his some of his commands. And what's he like from day to day? What's his schedule?
Yeah. So we both work from home. So this is what he does most of the day. Occasionally he'll get little zoomies or he'll try to play with his toys. He gets a long walk in the morning and one in the evening, and then he just goes out for potty breaks in the afternoon and before bed. So pretty easy going. We've had him like 3.5 months and he's never had an accident.
Wow.
And he's also really good in his crate, very much crate trained. We have a camera on him, so we watch him, and he doesn't bark, and he just sleeps the whole time we're gone. So yeah, he's good, and this is his day.
This is his day. What are his walks like? Is he more of an athletic dude, or is he just trying to do the safari, you said?
Yeah, mostly just a safari, but he's good with other dogs. He's had a few off-leash greetings.
Ooh,
Those have gone well. And then he greets dogs on leash. He won't play on leash, but likes to sniff. He also was supposedly cat tested, I believe, at the rescue he came from down south.
okay.
And he has met a cat while he was on leash, and he just kind of ignored it. So
That's awesome.
yeah, he's pretty chill, but he does love squirrels. You can distract him pretty easily, but he will watch a squirrel climb up a tree.
Okay. Um, I was going to ask you about how he behaves with other dogs, but I think I understand that on leash, he's not much of a play guy, but
Mhm.
off leash, he engages differently.
Yes, much
Great,
more playful off leash.
much more playful. How do you think he'd do in a home with children? Would he need larger, like 8 years old and up or 14 years old and up? What do you think?
Yeah, I think they said like 12 years and older is what they'd recommend for Hank. Um, but I mean, he doesn't jump, so he's really good with that. He's a really gentle boy, and he's had his some of his front teeth removed. Hasn't caused any issues. It's really cute. You can see his
Oh,
gum and feel his little gums. So he doesn't have those little teeth. Um, but yeah, I think he could be in a home with or without a dog. In a fenced yard or not, I think he's pretty adaptable, and he's also really quiet, which is great. He rarely barks. Maybe if he hears someone coming in, he might bark, but we live in the city, so there's a lot of noise, and he's not bothered by it most of the time. And he does when we come home and we let him out of his crate. Sometimes he gives the cutest little howl.
oh,
It's just one little howl. It's not a bark, and it's so sweet. And he loves belly rubs and ear scratches too.
he looks like from camera, it's hard to tell everything, but he looks like he has very soulful eyes.
He does. I'll do a little zoom
There
up.
we go. Hi,
Yeah,
Hank.
he's a good boy. Yeah, he's a really
Oh,
good boy.
what a good boy. Well, thank you so much for fostering him. I'm so grateful that you came
Yeah.
tonight to show us a little bit more. It's just always so much better when we can see them live in
Yeah,
their
for
environment.
sure. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he's been a pleasure to foster. I hope he finds his forever home soon.
Yes, thank you. So if you are watching tonight, and you're interested in learning more about Hank and meeting Hank, Hank is a male boxer, about 1 years old, 53 pounds, and you can learn more by going to cdck.cc/Hank and learn more about him through his profile on our website and submit an application, which will let you get into the process of setting up a meet and greet to get to rub those ears and rub that belly for him. So thank you so much. We hope Hank gets adopted and finds his forever family as soon as possible. All right. Next, we are hopefully going to get to see Moxie.
Actually, we're gonna do Cardi next since they're back and
Oh,
ready to
Cardi's
go.
back. Cardi's
Hi,
back.
sorry
Thank you
about
so
that.
much.
My Wi-Fi cut out for a second, but I'm
That's,
back.
that's okay. How's it going? How's Cardi doing tonight?
Good. She had her first round of medicine just now. We took her
Okay,
for a
great.
nightly walk.
Fantastic. So tell me a little bit about Cardi and what Cardi's personality is like.
We've had Cardi for about almost 7 months now. She's 3 years old. She's a lab mix, but she kind of looks like a pit bull. That's what everybody says. Um, but she's really great. She was a little bit slow to warm up at first. It took her a couple weeks, but in the time we've had her, she's super sweet. This is what we do most of the time, unless we're walking outside. She does like to walk. She has been getting treated for some stuff, so her energy levels aren't super high. But she still is down to go on a walk all the time. She sniffs around a lot. We do play a little bit. She likes little enrichment toys, um, which she's great. But most of the time she's pretty calm. She likes to chill on the couch with
Oh,
us.
that's nice. Um, what would you say the most standout feature of her personality is?
She's really affectionate. Like whenever me or my roommate come back from work, she's always like she's normally in her crate, but her tail starts wagging for the minute. The door starts to unlock. Whenever both of us are sitting on the couch, she always comes out and hangs out with us. And but she's also really chill, which is nice. So when it's like nighttime and we're wrapping up, she'll come and kind of say goodnight to us and go to her crate like by herself.
Oh, good. So she doesn't mind her crate.
Oh yeah, she loves her crate. I think sometimes like, especially when it's late or she's tired, she'll just go in there for a couple hours and come out herself. So she normally sleeps in her crate, even if she has the option to sleep on the couch sometimes.
How does Cardi do when she has visitors in the home?
She's definitely a little bit slow to warm up at first, especially with men. But our friends that have been coming over regularly, she got used to
Got it.
within the first two visits. But I think it definitely should be like a slow introduction where she takes the lead.
Oh, I like that. Probably lots of treats involved.
Oh, yes, of course.
Lots of treats. And what do you think an ideal home for her looks like?
Um, in the time that we've had her, she's been pretty low energy, so I'm not sure what it'd be like when she's completely treated. But we live in a pretty small city apartment, and I think at first the noise got to her, but now she's very used to it.
Oh,
But I can also see her being great in a bigger suburban home. I think either one would do.
well, that's good. So she's quite adaptable.
She's very adaptable, yes, for sure. We've had to, because we've had her for so long, she's stayed with temporary fosters a few times, and they've all said great things. And some of them lived in the suburbs, some of them live in the city. So she's very, very adaptable.
Oh, I love that. I love that. I love that. Does she like toys?
She does. She does. She really enjoys chewing things, all sorts of toys. She does also like those like stuffed bones too. So anything to
Mm,
keep her mouth busy, she's very happy with.
you're a happy girl. All right. Thank you so much for coming on tonight.
Of course.
Cardi, can you give me a close up of her little face?
Yes, of course. She's a little tired right now, I think.
Hi. Oh, that face is perfect.
I know. We get so many compliments on her when we're in walks, and everyone knows us as the people with the pretty dog in our building. So,
Oh, I love it. Cardi living up to her name. I love this. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
For anyone watching, that's Cardi. She's a lab mix, about 2 years old and 47 pounds. And if you want to meet her or learn more about her, you're going to go to her link on our website. You can get there quickly by going to cdck.cc/Cardi. That's CARDI. All right. Now I'm going to get back to where we were. Were we going to Moxie next? Is that right?
We can do Dex. Oh, yes, we can do Moxie and then Dexter.
Perfect. Hi.
Hi.
How are you guys tonight?
Good. Moxie's excited because she's not I don't have her on the couch or the bed with me, so she's excited I'm down on the floor with her.
Oh, I love it. Hi, Moxie. Moxie is a female hound, about 2 years old and 60
Actually,
pounds.
we updated it to Shepherd.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll say a hound shepherd mix.
Yeah.
Or it's always a guess, unless you've done the DNA. I don't know if you've done the DNA.
No, it's just the primary dogs, it seems like she are mostly Shepherd.
That's very helpful. Thank you. So let's say a shepherd hound mix, about 2 years old, 60 pounds.
She's almost 3 now.
Almost 3. Okay, almost 3.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about Moxie. What's her personality like?
She, as you can see, she's super playful. In terms of the most standout personality characteristic, is she's the smartest. She's about my 25th foster animal, and she's definitely the smartest. Moxie, pa.
And look at her.
She's like,
If I do the trick, you'll give me the treat.
Yeah, she's Moxie, lay down, lay down. Come on, lay down. Good girl. Yeah, good girl.
Oh, good
She's
girl.
very food motivated, as you can see.
Hmm.
She's very playful. She loves the dog park. She's the life of the party at the dog park. But she's also very flexible. Like I have days where I'm really busy at work and I can only do our morning and evening walks, and she sees the treats over there. Moxie, sit down. Come on, sit. Good girl.
This is not the first time that we've had a dog so excited about the treats that are brought out for this to keep them on camera, but then it makes them a little nutty.
Yeah, yeah. She's very food motivated. I don't even have to wash her food bowl because she literally licks it clean every night.
I love it.
Yeah, so she's very easy to train because she's so food motivated. And I actually have her we're working on heel right now. So she's always been good on walks, and then we trained her on a gentle leader, and she's fine on a gentle leader. So she's even easier. And then now Moxie, look, I have them over here. Sit down, sit. She's actually usually pretty chill. She's just so excited about the treats. Now, because she's learned heel, she's even easier on walks. So she's really easy on walks, and she's very eager to please. That's really her personality, very eager to please.
That's one of my favorite qualities in a dog, especially when you're trying to help them when they're young, learn new commands and keep it together in public per se. So
she knows a lot of commands. She picks them up really quick. Like she picks them up even without me telling her. So she's really easy.
What kind of a home does she needs in terms of like walks? Does she need athletic walks, sniffy walks? I mean, they always need both, but
she's really flexible in terms of exercise, which is nice about her. Moxie, lay down, lay down, lay down. Come on, good girl. Yeah, good girl, lay down. She's really flexible with walks. And so, like I said, if I have just busy days, and I can only do her morning and evening kind of quick around the block walk, she's okay with that. But then like yesterday we did a big dog park day, and she's the life of the party there. So she can do either.
Okay. If you could place her in a certain home, what would you hope for her to have?
She really needs like a home that doesn't have a lot of activity. Like ideally, she's a great companion just for me. So the two of us, we do great together. Or if it's like a couple, I wouldn't say like a family would be ideal for her. But she can deal with also like a big house or a small house. My place is tiny, but prior to me, she was in a house environment. So she's pretty flexible in that respect. She just needs, when she's at home, like a quieter environment.
Okay. Hey, me too.
Yeah.
I absolutely understand. Okay. Well, it's wonderful. Thank you for bringing Moxie tonight.
Thank you.
For anyone out there that's interested in meeting our little Moxie, well, not quite so little. She's about 60 pounds, 2 years and 8 months old, thought to be a hound shepherd mix of some sort. She's clearly very smart and is looking for her favorite best forever home and hopes it's on the way soon. To learn more about her, you'll go to cdck.cc/Moxie. And you can apply to meet her there. And now I believe we are going to Dexter. Is that right? Hi there.
Hello.
Thank you for your patience.
This is, oh, wait, you can't see anything. Oh, hang on. I'm sorry. Let me get this.
That's okay.
The thing is, there we go. That's what we're trying to do. All right. Hi, everybody. This is Dexter. This is Dexter's belly. Oh, Dexter. Oh, my. Oh, Dexter.
Oh, Dexter.
Dexter.
Dexter is thought to
Gracie,
be
Dexter.
Dexter is thought to be a black mouth cur mix. That's our best guess.
Yeah.
About 3 years old and 58 pounds, and obviously just hamming it up and loves a good belly rub.
Yeah. Yeah. Likes a good belly rub. Makes a good pillow. As a very firm pillow.
Okay, okay.
Oh, yeah. Oh, this is nice.
Oh, that's some Tempur-Pedic level support.
Great. Yes.
Okay. So tell us a little bit about Dexter. How long have you had him?
We've had Dexter about going on 3 months. Dexter was very, very shy and is doing a great job of opening up. He likes to, we take him on a couple walks a day. He likes to play and run. He's not he'll go on a run with me, but he's not he's tired at the end of the run.
Okay.
He's not itching for multi-mile runs, but he can hang with my slow butt as I'm trying to pound my way through a run.
Oh, good boy,
And
Dexter.
he's very quiet. He's a quiet pup.
Wow. I mean, I love to hear that, especially in the city.
I have not heard him bark.
Wow.
I think he knows how. I'm pretty sure he knows how, but I haven't heard it.
He's not interested in it.
Uh,
So you think Dexter would do well in a apartment living then?
I think Dexter would do well in something that's a little bit quieter. He does get a little
Okay.
spooked by noise. Buses are not his friend.
Oof.
And lots and lots and lots of people are not his friend. We live in Petworth.
Okay.
And so it's pretty easy for us to walk down the street and it's just not, there's car, obviously it's DC, but it's not crazy downtown. So I think a little bit quieter place is probably going to be a little better for him. He still gets spooked, but his fear has never turned to aggression. It's always just if he gets spooked, he's scared and
Nervous.
Okay.
Oh, that's good to know. Yeah. And so maybe some of the quieter areas of DC neighborhoods, not necessarily downtown, deep in the heart of all the action.
Yeah, I think he'll be happier there. I agree.
Oh, good. Look at him.
We have a 7-year-old daughter.
Oh, okay.
Excellent with our daughter. Even when he's playful and kind of mouthy with us,
Uh-huh.
at all with her. Like even when he wants to kind of jump and play with us, he does not at all with her. So he is
Good job.
I know, what a good boy.
Dexter, good boy, buddy.
He is very calm and collected and very careful around her. And so is very trustworthy, which is what I want to hear as a dad.
Absolutely. Thank you for fostering. I know it can be hard to do that when you have kids. Oh, there we go. And he has great pearly whites.
Yeah, he's got
These
nice.
are so white.
He's a handsome boy. Look at these
He's
paws.
a very handsome boy.
Oh, he keeps flashing you. I'm sorry. This is supposed to be a PG
No,
broadcast, but
that's
no.
okay. It's anything with dogs, I'll tell you what.
Oh,
What
I
do you-
heard it. Oh, Dexter, he laid a cloud down. My bad. Woo.
did he just have dinner?
Yeah.
Sometimes good fiber he had to process. If you could tell us anything else you'd like to about Dexter, what his ideal day might be.
He does like the morning walk, so he wakes up wiggly and ready to go.
Mhm.
He does like himself a good morning walk while I'm having my coffee, sniff around and check things out. And then I work from home. He chills with me while I work. He snaps and sleeps. Occasionally comes over for some cuddles, but is pretty relaxed and doesn't need a lot of attention during the day. And then he wants to do another walk at night. So he has been with me at least pretty low key. Now I'm home most of the day. He loves crate. He hasn't had any accidents. I can't leave him. I don't want to leave him alone for too long.
Sure.
Had some problems with separation anxiety, but that's actually gotten a lot better as we've gotten to know him, and he's gotten more relaxed and comfortable.
Probably more secure feeling there.
Yeah, you see, he seems pretty stressed out right now.
Yeah. So Dexter's looking for a home. He could do well with children. He knows how to handle himself around them. And he, with some time settling in, can feel secure to let you guys leave and let people head out on their day. He's good in the crate, sounds like.
Yep.
So, I mean, this is a great dog. He can be athletic.
Fine. What's that?
Sorry. Pardon me, we have some things happening at my house. So it sounds like Dexter could be good at any kind of home. And have you seen him around a cat?
I've not seen him around a cat. We don't have one, haven't seen one. He's pretty
Okay.
neutral around other dogs. Has
Good.
not been particularly interested in hanging out with other dogs.
Okay. Well, he sounds like a great dog, a great companion, a great family dog.
Yeah.
Likes to go on walks, likes to sniff, likes to play, and obviously likes to snuggle.
Yeah. You want to come up and say hi? Come on.
Yeah.
Come say hi. Come on. Come on. Say hi. Hi. Oh, yeah. Oh, hello.
Let's see that face. Let's see that mug.
Let's see.
Hi. Oh, he's beautiful.
Yeah.
He is beautiful. Okay. Dexter, it's such a pleasure to meet you. Thank you for coming tonight.
Thanks,
We
Beth.
hope that all that action will get you some views and get you some applications. If anybody wants to learn more about Dexter, you can do so by going to cdck.cc/Dexter. That's Dexter. He's a male blackmouth cur mix, around 3 years old and 58 pounds, and just a total delight. So thank you for joining us tonight. All right, next up, we are last but certainly not least, it's going to be Prince.
Oops, I have to take off my work filter that is blurring right now. Hold on. Do not blur my background. That defeats the purpose. Okay.
Hi, this is
Here we
Prince,
are.
huh?
Yes, this is Prince, and he is working very hard on some peanut butter in a Kong bone, which is his absolute favorite special treat that he's getting.
Oh, I
right now.
love it.
Yeah.
I see that he's a male. We think he's like a boxer hound mix.
Maybe a little pity in there, but yeah,
maybe a little
his
pity.
cute little hound ears.
He's about 1 year old, 7 months is our guess, and about 50 pounds.
Yep.
Can you start off by telling us a little bit about his personality?
Sure. So we've had him about 2.5 months and I've gotten to know him very well. He is super sweet and cuddly and affectionate. He loves to be near his humans, except when he's working on a bone right now. And he is very playful, very curious. He always likes to see what you're up to, what's going on, sit outside, stare at the birds, a little bit of everything, and see what my hand tastes like.
Yeah.
He absolutely loves people and dogs. He looks at everybody like they are just a best friend that he hasn't met yet. Bit of a social butterfly, which he wasn't at first, but he's really come out of his shell and now is very, very popular out in public places. And he seems to love it too. He's really quite good on leash, loves to explore. We're out in like the suburbs. We can get off into some trails and whatnot. And he just loves taking in his environment and getting out and about. He still has some puppy energy. He is a little bit of a mischief maker at times, keeps us on our toes, but also really makes us laugh quite a bit with a lot of his antics. He could be quite goofy. He's very smart. He's definitely a fast learner. He's also a really great sleeper. I'd say he's a little bit of a teenager in that I think we wake him up in the morning. He sleeps in a crate really nicely, and he'll go outside, go to the bathroom, come back in, and go back to bed till about 10:30 in the morning.
Oh my gosh, he'd be perfect for that kind of person that likes a slow morning.
He is great on weekends. Definitely likes to sleep. Great nap buddy. And then, when he wakes up in the morning, though, then he's definitely ready for some sort of activity with his humans.
Yeah, truly living life like a prince, sleeping in, napping, having fun when he wants. Does he like toys?
He does. His favorite is pretty much anything he can really chew on. He loves puzzle and treat toys. He has quite a rotation. This Kong, though, is his absolute favorite. And then he'll go for soft, stuffy toys occasionally. Doesn't really destroy them, but he definitely has fun with them whenever the mood strikes.
Yeah. Have you had any special moment with your foster dog with Prince?
Is there
something that stands out to you about your time together?
Yeah, not one time in particular, but every morning, I said, he'll go outside whenever we get up, but then he likes to come back in and go to sleep. And his favorite place to sleep until 10:30 in the morning is cuddled up on top of you somewhere. And I really love that morning time when he just curls up like we call him a little cinnamon bun, and is very, very sweet. And so I always enjoy having my little like weighted blanket in the morning while I have my coffee. And yeah, it's special time.
I love when the big dogs think they're small dogs.
Yeah, he's pretty convinced he can fit anywhere.
Right. I love that, buddy. How about energy levels? What kind of home do you think he'd do well in?
Yeah, I'd say he's like medium energy. I think he needs more mental stimulation than physical. He definitely goes for a decent walk in the mornings when he wakes up. Take him to the dog park a lot. He loves to run around. Like I said, just adores other dogs, and he plays really well with dogs of all sizes, even when they're tiny. He knows how to adjust. And then he comes home and is pretty much a couch potato, but loves and kind of needs to have, like I said, lots of puzzles, little puzzle toys. He will spend hours in the backyard just walking, looking at stuff. We have a fenced in backyard, but spends tons of time in our front window on a bench, just watching the world go by outside. And that's really good for him in that I think he just likes having something to look at and something to do. But he'll always come say hi to me for belly rubs and cuddles midday. And then sometimes we go for another short walk at night, but it's not like he needs to go run for miles. He just kind of really seeks out your attention at times, more so than even physical activity.
Right.
Yeah, and he, in terms of like what type of home I think he'd do well in, he has met and done really well with little kids. I think his biggest issue is that he also loves to do whatever you're doing, and that involves usually picking up objects around the house and running off with them. And so toys would be his idea of like the greatest place on earth, would probably be a toddler's playroom, for better or for worse.
I love it.
He
like,
doesn't
"Yep."
do cats, but I think he really needs somebody who's home a lot. He's going to try to make a move. He really just craves human attention, and has a little bit of separation anxiety that we're working on, is getting better, but he just really loves to be around humans. I've had another dog here on and off. And he also, with some temp fosters, really loves having another dog around, but it isn't a requirement.
Okay.
It would just keep him busy.
Yeah, so he would make a good doggy companion to some other dog.
Yes. Yeah. And he's
But-
good with, the dog I have here is older, on and off, and he doesn't play rough or whatnot. So he's a great companion for
Fantastic.
someone's looking for another dog.
Hey, I love to hear it. So this is Prince. Thank you guys for coming tonight. He's so cute. Oh my
He
God.
has very flexible hips, and when he gets off the couch, he will just slide with his feet out behind him and hang out and drag them along. So he's kind of entering that runway right now.
Oh my gosh, that is too much. Look at him. He's perfect.
Yeah.
Very
He's a great
intent
boy.
on that bone or that Kong bone thing.
Yeah, my husband is trying to keep him on the couch, and he's very focused.
Very focused. Well, thank you guys so much for coming. For anybody out there that's interested in meeting Prince, if this truly a prince of a dog seems like they could fill your heart up,
Here he
please go to cdck.cc/prince, or very easily you can just Google City Dogs Rescue, and we will pop up in your browser, and you can go to our adoptable animals page and learn more. But that was Prince, a male boxer hound mix, about 1 year old and 7 months. That's our estimation, and just about 50 pounds of sweet love. So thank you guys all for coming to our live virtual adoption event tonight. We hope you saw a dog that maybe would fit your life and helped you learn a little bit more about these dogs. It's really helpful to know how wonderful rescue dogs can be. They don't end up in shelters because they're bad. They end up in shelters due to people not doing spay and neuter and not having the financial means in which to take care of them. So we would, support anybody coming to learn more about rescue. Come meet the dogs, submit an application, and find your forever doggy love as soon as you can. Our website is citydogsrescuedc.org, and you can apply to volunteer with us, to adopt, and to foster if that's something that you think you'd like to